Welcome back, D Game. We got another podcast and a few guests here that are gonna, tell us some stuff we probably really don't want to know. But obviously, we got new guy. He's fucking new guy. FNG. We got Landon back for another.
Back, bitches.
He was the last one turned out pretty decent, wasn't it?
Yeah, so far so good.
Last
time
one turned.
recording, it's only been out for like 18 hours.
Yeah, you got some positive feedback on it.
So far so good. Only one real critique, but nothing that didn't get addressed.
Yeah, I mean, I offend people often, so it doesn't.
I go out of my way.
I am really good at offending people.
Not as good as me.
Well,
and you know that.
I do it often. I do it often on a platform that everybody fucking sees. So we got this. If we got the FNG, we're gonna fuck with the FNG here.
Oh.
All right. So FNG, tell everybody name, age, what you do for a living, dating status. Fire it off.
My name's John, 25. Do body work for a living. Hit cars with hammers, fix them up straight. So
I've hit cars with hammers. That's probably why you got a job, right?
Yeah. Single, living life the best I can. So.
Oh, single. Yeah, I might know a little something about that. We'll get into that later. But no, like, did you like the podcast last time?
I had a very good time, and
it was a lot of fun.
And
Ball ashore.
Oh, sure.
And I cannot stress this enough. You.
I figured when you seen that, when I put that on for a thumbnail,
I didn't notice that till I got here.
You just sent it back at me saying you're a dick, And I'm like, yeah, I am, but that was pretty funny. Got to admit, it was pretty good.
It was
pretty good.
Good dig. I mean, it got past me.
And no, I'd like to say everybody.
I might cough a little bit. I'm still kind of fighting a freaking thing,
but everybody's been pretty positive on my end too. They thought it was pretty cool and they liked it. But so last time we kind of sat and harassed Landon.
Yep.
And that was great and wonderful. Now we're going to harass John. So now get right to the nitty gritty here. So John, Morgan.
This is not an actual casting.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. There we go. I wish I had a voice like Morgan Freeman.
God,
right. Dude, I'll be pulling ass all the time. I don't give a fuck. I just walk through, but like, I'm Morgan Freeman. Hey, fuck, they just jump out, man. Women are just penny dropper right there. So, but you been in the military for a while.
5 years now.
5 years.
Yep.
Huh.
About to go for another 5.
Yep. You're gonna get a deployment here soon.
Fairly soon. It's coming up.
Yep.
So.
But and that's all cool. We can't talk about some of it, so we're gonna anything we can't talk about just flat out say, hey, we probably shouldn't, and that's cool, because I don't know what to ask, and I don't want you.
Essentially, I can't tell you anything.
Nothing about that. You basically can say it's going to happen, but you can't say when, where, what, all that stuff, which is great. And if we ask a question, well, I mean, Landon knows not to, but he knows what you can say and can't. But
really count though?
Yeah,
I mean,
we can say that.
Does that count as a deployment? Because that's like a big joke in the army, at least. Like,
well, we can't even do that.
Yeah,
that's just like a hint for guys in the military. We can't even.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'll shut up.
Next thing you'd be talking about, like, Space Force is not real or something. You'd be like laughing at those guys.
Fucking Steve Carell.
I fucking get the point of that thing existing, but it's still so fresh that I'm like, you're not real.
Yeah.
You're the Coast Guard's bastard son at this point.
Jesus Christ.
But it still beats Coast Guard though. That's
barely.
It's
Space Force. It's Diet Air Force.
Coast Guard.
It's Diet Air Force.
There you go.
I think everybody probably about the same. Say be like fuck the Coast Guard until their boat goes down and be like, hey, fuck Coast Guard rocks, man. Fuck is the best. You guys is awesome.
I'm saving my ass from this water.
Like, what they call like the individual like enlisted for Space Force, right? Guardians.
Oh,
Like Marvel threatened to sue.
Oh Jesus!
And they have basically the Star Trek logo.
Yep.
If you can ever get it to where you can actually pop images up, you should definitely do it for that, because that is just freaking hilarious.
Nice.
So they made a show about it on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's pretty fucking full.
I gotta.
I think you're like say I don't know about you, John, or whatever. I'm kind of hearing his popping in and out. And,
it's because the mic is not screwed.
Well, yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
I'll do my.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, no, I think it's like it's just popping in and out more or less, because it jumps from sounding kind of off like this, and then all of a sudden it jumps like this for every once in a while. So I don't know, maybe it's just closer.
Close enough. Yeah.
Does that?
Oh, that's clear.
Okay, that's better.
That's clear.
There you go.
My apologies for.
No, perfect. Yeah, right there is perfect. That freaking worked. Also, I just want everybody to hear all the comments they shouldn't hear. So, so we got with you, obviously. What have you been your? All right, I'm gonna ask Landon.
What's your MOS?
There you go. Thank you, Landon.
And by the way, that's a military occupation series, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that term because it was just MOS.
Yeah, I'm 74 Delta, which is CBRN. Yeah. It's chemical for those that don't know what 74 Delta means. Essentially, we just do chemical if there's a chemical attack, but in the Geneva Conventions.
Okay, realistically, you're the assholes who set up the gas chambers. Not the spicy gas chambers from a certain country, but the ones where you see the privates coming out of basic training and they're waving their arms and that type of gas.
Yeah. And so it's basically the MOS itself. It's essentially like what it is we will never do our job, but there's chances we will.
Yeah.
So essentially, what we're basically every other MOS there is. We'll be doing someone else's job.
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Good.
Same with mine.
So you're doing everybody else's job. Is that what you're saying? Everybody else's job. That's John's. Is everybody? So you're a poly short too?
I wouldn't say that.
Never end.
No, no, I gotta quit. I just wanted to razz you a little bit. I do gotta quit. I know it doesn't really bother you, but it's like, come on, really, So,
but that's actually a lot more common. Like a lot of MOSs, 11 Bravos, basically, every 11 Bravo I've ever talked to, I'm an 11 everything. I have to wind up mechanicking, being a mechanic, driving. You just wind up doing everything.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it's your basic soldier skills anyway.
Yeah.
The only time you'll ever really do your job is when you're out there trading. So
I can say this because I'm out. That's because the Army's a bunch of cheapskates. You have to hold some bearing.
There's people that told me that my soldiers got some skills.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
Oh, that's a whole different. Okay, no, sorry.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We just ain't there yet. Yeah, that's just it's going to turn out pretty bad here pretty soon. But no. So where'd you go to basic? If you can say, obviously, and all that. Where'd you go to basic? What'd you do? How was it? What are your experiences? And what? Oh, sorry, just make sure. What rank are you?
I'm a E5.
E5. All right. Sergeant. Okay.
So that's finally nice. I was a corporal for a year because they instituted once you have to go be a corporal, which is an E4, but with NCO abilities. So you have to basically do whatever thing a sergeant can do, but you still get paid as an E4.
Kind of caveat off of that, piggyback off of that, if you will. He'll get that joke. So basically there's kind of there's a 3-tier list in all the military. There's lower enlisted, non-commissioned officers and commissioned officers. Lower enlisted kind of is your private to specialist. And by the way, I got out as an E4, but specialist, the scumbags of the Army, E4 mafia, if you will.
Just is
I know.
There you go.
He gets that. No, E4s and E5s really run the Army.
Is it?
Yeah, I shammed a little bit when I was an E4, but in my unit, you don't really have much time unless you're a real piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's guys that'll just go hide. You'll find them in a broom closet.
What?
Yeah, like, what the hell are you doing in here? We got shit to do.
Did you ever do the clipboard and a pen trick?
I don't know.
Just walk around with a clipboard and piece of paper and just like walk around, just write stuff, and that was my sham technique.
No one will fucking bother you.
No one fucking bothers you.
Like
Nobody
they'll come talk to you.
And the reason why it's called,
you ain't doing shit. Nobody's bothering you.
yeah. But the reason why it's called the sham shield, because the E4 rank, the specialist rank, it's basically like this. It looks like a shield, basically. It just kind of goes like this, rounds up here, and because of you're in the military long enough to get to E4, you know enough to not get in trouble anymore.
Yeah,
and you can't be asked to go get in trouble like an NCO can.
Huh. I can get into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking good at it. I mean,
that's a good way to describe it, right?
I've damn near fucking made a profession of it.
And they really got you with corporal.
Yeah,
man,
they slapped that on my chest. I was like, I don't want this. Get this out of here.
You don't get a pay increase with that.
No,
it's such.
But they want you to start growing your NCO ability.
Is that now mandatory?
It was.
See, when I was in, you had to get E4P, specialist promotable.
Yeah, as soon as when I got in, I was an E3. So when I was going through basic,
oh, you were super motivated.
Well, I had college credits.
Oh,
so
yeah, I dropped out.
So college credits, they go off of how many credits you have at your college, or if you graduated, say you went to a 4-year school and you got your master's or whatever, or bachelor's, sorry.
Yeah.
And that would consider you after so many credits, you could either be coming out of basic and E4, but nothing higher.
Why didn't you go to OCS?
Why would I go to that?
Fair enough. Like,
why the fuck would I go to that?
But once again, so OCS is officer candidate school, and you have to do so many years of college before you can even be considered. Or I don't remember if there was another way, but I think college is like a pretty hard.
You have to go to ROTC and become a cadet or cadet.
Cadet. Yeah, we just call them cadets.
Dots. Basically, it's just a dot on your chest. Yeah. You got to be that for a while until you finish ROTC and your college and all that shit.
Did you ever get saluted by a cadet?
No.
Funniest fucking thing that ever happened.
I have a buddy that's cadet. He's good shit. Yeah. Like, he's about to become a butter bar and all that good shit. So.
A what?
First lieutenant.
Second.
Sorry, my apologies. That's the word.
Second.
Yeah, second.
Sorry.
We call them butter bars.
I'm not up on all this lingo here.
What they are is they're basically a gold bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're soft and malleable.
Yeah. It looks like a butter bar.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking stick of butter.
Basically the privates of the officer world.
Yeah.
Unless you get a green side butter bar.
Yeah. So essentially, he was enlisted first and then went to become an officer.
That's what green side means.
Yeah.
What so when what's the highest rank that enlisted can have, I guess?
Sergeant Major.
Doesn't
realistically, so
but realistically he's
6 E7.
E8 is master sergeant, and
yeah, but like even then you still have to be super motivated. I'm talking like average.
Average is most likely E7, sergeant first class. Yeah. You'll see a lot of E7s, but a lot of the other ones are first sergeants or master sergeants, which are E8s, and they control the whole company while your commander controls them and everyone else as well.
Well, that ain't so bad.
No,
I mean at least ain't a bunch of little
to kind of give it like a civilian context. So Travis controls a bunch of the companies underneath him. Tevin would be more of like the guy who takes care of the dudes who are actually doing the job.
Oh, okay.
And that would be Tevin would be like the first sergeant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not Tevin because
that Tevin.
We don't
that guy.
Podcast.
Because fuck Tevin.
Watch it.
Fuck
subscribe.
Yeah, fuck that
guy. He's gonna watch this and be like, "These sons of bitches."
Yeah, you'd be like, all right.
Yeah, all
wait till I come down and get on that son of a bitch again.
Should have been here, son of a bitch. Fucking.
And you, freaking Bradifer.
Brad.
Granted, I didn't even ask. Like, he's gonna probably hold that against me, but dude, you need to come down. It's gonna be a fun time.
We don't, yeah. I mean,
you fucking talking me up at the fucking bar the other night, and I was just like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." And he's like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." And then, "Oh, I'm not coming." Fucking pansy.
Well, we had a We had a small incident.
Yep. Yeah, heard about that.
We had a small incident,
But hey,
and he had to go kind of take care of it. It was yeah, it wasn't good.
no one
It
got
was-
hurt.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Nobody got hurt. The equipment might not be quite right, but you know, hey,
Equipment's replaceable. People
Well,
are not.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Fair enough.
with,
Fair enough.
with certain people, it's like
I
let's
feel
not
like
get
I
carried
have
away with
any
a
idea what-
fucking statement. You know, some of them are fucking replaceable. You know,
Yeah.
but so how was like basic and stuff? Was it what you expected when you went in, or is it, you know?
So that when I went in, it was like one of the last, like where they started actually like yelling and shit. Now I talked to a drill sergeant. I was just at Lima 3, which is tech escort for chemical, and one of the instructors there, he was a drill sergeant, and then there's when I was in basic, it was you stayed at your barracks, you didn't have your phones, nothing. Like you were run through the mill.
Yeah.
Like it was. I'd do it again.
Did
In short term, I'd
so-
do it again.
Yeah.
so you get is that
Like Stockholm syndrome.
is it like you guys get everybody says you got like pronoun training and all this bullshit?
Yeah.
Is it?
Not pronoun training?
No.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was a man. You were about to get roasted. Just
No.
Like,
Oh,
No.
that'd be funny.
No, I was just going along
Yeah.
with it. But no, like I got there, and what you do is you go through reception. That's going through all your paperwork, getting your shots, getting a fucking shot in your ass, and getting a lump like that. It's called a peanut butter shot.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you
Right in
sleep
the
that first
fucking
24
ass
hours?
cheek. What?
Did you sleep that first 24 hours?
Oh, like a child, like a baby.
I
dude.
arrived at 4 a.m. at reception, and I went to bed till like 2200 the next day.
See, I got there around like 8 or 9 after the flight in the St. Louis.
2200 the same day.
Because I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Oh, Lost in the Wood?
Yeah, Fort Lawson Wood.
Yeah.
One day it's raining, one day it's snowing, one day it's really nice, and the next day there's a fucking tornado.
So you're saying it's not too much different than here?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
This
But it's literally a base that if you drive there, you'll be going through woods and woods and woods. And if you look up, like, if you're going a plane by it, you'll see it's just a base lost in the woods. It's in there.
you just like a freaking little cut down all the trees and just we built this here.
Yeah.
They have you put your heads down. They take unnecessary turns. They make sure that you get good and lost. Because I was actually a lot closer to the main gate at Fort Jackson than I realized. Like, because they do that just to fuck with you. Because they don't want you escaping. Because
Oh,
that's
fucking-
a real thing.
Fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
You saw that? You saw that Angry Cops video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But-
no!
Some jackass escaped basic training with an M16, an unloaded
What?
M16.
Yeah. On a
Yeah.
bus. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a.
You're
Ford-
shitting me.
No.
If you, yeah.
He tried to hold up a freaking bus hostage.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh yeah.
fucking get me out of here, and doesn't even have a mag in it.
What?
Yeah. Kid is an idiot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like,
What the
you could
fuck?
just ask to leave.
I mean, yeah. It's just like I don't want to be here anymore. They'll just fucking.
I don't. Yeah. But it doesn't work that really. That usually is like tough shit, son of a bitch. You
So-
fucking sign that favor, get your ass busy.
So as soon as like you sign your contract and you get sent to basic, like if you don't finish basic, they'll either med board you out because if you injure yourself,
Mhm.
or if you're too fat, they'll send you to fat camp like 2 or 3 times.
Oh wait, too fat.
Fat camps.
Yeah, that's a thing. So,
So they'll. It's,
shut.
What?
I see that look.
What?
I see that look. Ooh,
Ow.
I wish I could go to basic training once a year.
I just sorry, I had a thought in my
I was
head.
fine.
when you said,
My
but we just
so like when I was going through it, it was a grand old time. Like, wasn't a shit bag or nothing like that. But when the first night I slept in the barracks when we had our drill sergeants, like we got up at like 2 a.m. They're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, let's go move this pile of rocks over here." Okay.
Never had to do that.
Then they'd let us go back to bed, and then about 2 hours later, "Hey, go move those pile of rocks back to where they were." All right.
well, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, we're all thinking like this is fucking dumb, but in your head they're trying to prepare you for like waking up and getting to work and shit like that, you know.
Doing really stupid things, doing things that would make sense if you actually like had the bigger picture, but like it's stupid for you.
You're right. When you're doing, you're like, fuck these guys. But
yes.
But what is a couple questions or whatever? What is the worst thing you did in basic? I mean, what was the one thing you're like, fuck this? I mean, this is a waste of
like
fucking time.
What did the drill sergeants do to us, or what
yeah, well,
did
that
the drill
you were made to do.
Oh.
You know that you,
right here, fucking, we had this one drill sergeant. We're outside for formation. She goes, "You got 4 minutes. Go change into your PTs." That's everybody. And this is 3-story barracks. So females are up top, one platoon on the second, other platoon on the first floor. So everybody, lottie dottie. So everybody went in, got changed into PTs. You had 4 minutes for everybody. So there's females running upstairs to go change and come back down. Didn't make it in 4 minutes. Had to run a lap around, go back inside, and change into OCPs. That's our duty uniform.
PTs are the workout uniform, by the way.
Yeah. So essentially, we did that about 10 times.
Break this down, Barney style.
oh
Yeah, we were sweating because it was a hot day in Missouri, and fucking. I was glad I was on the first floor. Let's just say that. I felt bad for the females having to run all the way upstairs, change, run all the way downstairs, run back up, run back down. But then again, run around the whole building once, and then get in formation and be like, "Oh, you didn't make it. Fall out. Go change again.
do it again." Fuck.
Worst story for me. So, like, all the funny shit happened to other people because there's like this thing you should do in basic training, and it's called be as wallpaper. Like, you don't want to stand out in basic.
Yeah.
Because then you, like, the drill sergeants notice you. Worst funny thing that I ever saw was we actually had this guy, and he was dumber than a box of rocks. Like, how the hell he passes ASVAB, and that's the test you have to take to see what you can even qualify for, what job you can qualify for. But we were doing a company run. He wound up in another battalion.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
We had
People fall out, man. I don't know how.
No.
It's like we've been training for this past 4 months of running. How can you not keep up?
First of all, how the fuck do you not like, hey, what the hell's going on when you don't recognize anyone?
Hey, man, there's people that are just like,
I mean, granted, like I know, like, to tune that part of my brain out to a certain extent, but like if I started not recognizing people, I'd be like, I fucked up.
You're instilling much confidence in the military.
The guy who returned into our company commander was the other battalion commander.
lovely.
You have fucked up. That would be like one of our parent companies returning somebody to us and being like, hey, you lost someone without us. Other dumb thing that I found. So, remember when we threw grenades, you had to hold them to your chest like so, because the drill sergeants want to make sure that they know where those grenades are, because grenade goes off, you're not gonna be put into a box. You're gonna be put into like a Tupperware
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
So essentially, like when we would go to the chow hall, we'd have to get in line, get our food, set it down, and go get your drinks. 2 cups to your chest. That's how you train for grenades.
Really?
Yep. And then when you're sitting down eating, you get 3 minutes. So you basically grab your spoon, mix it all together, and you start chowing. From that's why I always eat fast now. I cannot.
Yeah, he was saying the same thing.
Yes.
I cannot slow down. Like when I go to eat something, it'll be gone, and then they'll be like,
because at that point, food's not really food. It's just like, hey, I need this energy.
It's just substance. Yeah.
Well,
I need to film this.
I love food, but I'm skinny. But I'll eat a shit ton. But it's like,
Must be nice.
I have metabolism, man. In the genes.
But getting back to the grenade story, so we were in the grenade line, and I'm just standing in the tunnel, because you go into this tunnel that is basically explosive proof, because somebody screws it up on the range.
It's a bunker.
It's a them problem. But there was this guy in front of me. He's like, drill sergeant, I gotta pee, and my drill sergeant's like, hold it in, and suddenly he just starts jumping up and down, like practically dancing with these live grenades on his chest. And I'm just looking at him and I'm like, Yep, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die today.
I had to pick this spot in the line.
Yeah.
Like sad story actually happened to me, but like the scariest thing that ever happened in basic was one morning we were getting people up, and the guy on the buck next to me, he wasn't getting up, and I was just like, "Come on, dude, get up, get up." So I, go get my stuff ready and get my bed made and stuff. I come back, he's still in bed. Like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I go get my PL, my platoon leader, basically a private who they put in charge.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, so and so's not waking up. Like something's going on. And then we're like shaking him, like we are physically shaking him because we don't want to get yelled at or we don't know what the hell's going on. And then I look at his face; his eyes are wide open and he's staring at
Yeah, that's not good.
he had sleep paralysis. Like that was the scariest, like one of the scariest things I think ever happened to me in basic. Yeah. Not to bring the mood down, but
no, that's
it's not all funny.
No, I mean, hey, it's real shit. That's just the way it all works, with the, fucking life. Life is life.
Yeah.
But one other question is, like, obviously, what's the worst thing that happened to you two? I asked. So, what was the dumbest fucking thing you've seen somebody do?
Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
just the absolute most moronic thing. You're like, what? Why? How do you even learn and remember to breathe? Kind of deal.
We had this one kid. I don't remember his name, but I wouldn't name drop him anyway. But he said he worked at a penitentiary, but I doubt that even happened. Like when we were getting fitted for our ACUs, dress blues.
Still in ACUs?
Dress blues.
Oh,
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Okay, so you weren't in ACUs?
No.
ACUs are the ugly couch pattern.
Yeah, the digital.
That I had to wear.
Sorry.
My entire
Couch pattern.
Yeah, they're awful. We still get issued that shit.
You do? Really?
Yeah, like
you're reserved. You're gonna get the hand me down.
I got all OCP shit now.
Lucky bastard.
So, but no, like we had this guy. We were getting fitted for our dress blues, and our first sergeant came by, and we all went to parade rest. And when this kid went to parade rest, his back looked like a J.
Oh.
It was like that, but and first sergeant literally stopped, said, "Go to rest," to everybody. He's like, "You, parade rest again." He does it, and he looks back, and he goes, like, he ended up not going all the way through because he didn't make it all the way through.
Weird.
But he just couldn't, like, even on the qual range, we're shooting our M16s. He went through 160 rounds and maybe hit 20 on the paper.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. There's some people
You
like,
can't train some people.
yeah, like those recruiters, man, they'll get them in, but they just want that check.
Yeah. Well, they have to hit their numbers. They actually do risk getting promoted.
Yeah.
Some reassign.
Yeah.
My dumbest guy. Mine's not even basic training, but I can say his name. Never see it, but fucking Farmer. No, for Maca. That was. We were on the qual rank, and this is a guy like who consistently screwed up. Like he would leave his rifle unattended at the company and go back to the barracks.
Jesus Christ.
And that is like the MPs get called shit. Like military police gets called. But one day we're at the range, and I am next to this guy on the range. And I didn't even think anything of it because I'm like, I've never been next to this guy. But he gets a weapons malfunction, and he's going through he's going through taps. He's going through the things you have to do to clear malfunction. And instead of pointing his weapon down range, he points it basically at his foot towards me and tweezes. And the fucking round goes off, swings past my head, and the platoon sergeant looks at me. I look at him, and he looks down at this guy, and he just shakes his head. He's like, not dealing with this right now. Not dealing with this right now. I about got up and butt stroked that motherfucker.
What?
You take the butt of the rifle and
I was going. It's more like
right.
It's like, hey, what are you doing this today? Hey, what are you doing?
No, I've never wished more misery on a human being than that day.
So we got have you been on deployment before or whatever?
No,
this would be your first one.
Yeah, coming up. Yeah,
You're just, I'm sure, excited.
oh, can't wait. Tax-free money, man. Tax-free.
Yeah.
You know, and they pay so well. So what the fuck?
You gonna get a Mustang?
Well, now I do.
Yeah.
I already got a GTO, dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. God damn it! Before you fucking disappear, you can get that motherfucker out my garage. That's all I'm saying. I gave a fuck. You know.
It'll be out. I'm gonna
thing
drive
was
that
here
bitch
last
before I leave.
That
for
son
a
of a
year.
bitch got fucking got a steak
Should
in
be
the
paying
last 2
rent.
years in my goddamn garage.
I know.
You know.
It just loves it so
It's
much.
like get that
It's been here
fucking
for 2
you know.
years.
No.
Oh, I was
No,
gonna
no.
say,
Yeah,
you will-
last year, what was it last year?
Last year it was like 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're in the minimum.
I did
That's
5 months.
rent-worthy in
Yeah,
my mind, but
This
not
one-
from you, from the car.
we got it here in November this year. No,
Was it November?
yeah, I think sometime in November we got it here, and what's like?
The day before it snowed.
Oh yeah, yep. And then it's now it's almost May.
Hey, I'm working on it, pal. All right. Fucking
he's like,
military
yeah, I'm
orders
fucking
are
working on it. You know,
military orders are a bitch. I'm
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
All the fucking time right now.
it ain't the end of the world, but yeah, I got to get mine in, and I got some stuff tucked away in the back. I got to take care of and get installed on it. But talking about GTO, you actually that thing's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm excited for it.
because last year for the most part, other than maybe a clutch, you know, maybe a shifter, you know,
Yeah.
things like that, it was generally stock.
Yeah. Nothing touched on the motor at all.
Yep. And then last year you did we ported the heads,
Yep.
put trunnions,
Yep. Did
and
the
then-
cam.
put you got a stage 2 supercharger cam, or is it a turbo cam?
It's just a boosted cam.
Just a boost cam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comp cams.
Yep. And then so we put that in and went and had the tune put on. So
I
that
know nothing about cars. You guys are speaking another language here. So if I sound quiet at this freaking part, like I know diddly dick about cars. I'm learning, thankfully, because it's a job, but
it's like I say, we'll explain a few things here, but
but the reason why I brought up like how they get you, because there's a bit of a trope, and it's an accurate one, of a lot of dealerships around bases target young privates.
Oh,
with
for
new cars
sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
outrageous interest rates.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "Wow, you got that big old bonus. Come buy a car. You need a car, don't you?" Then they
sell
get
it to them.
sucked.
Sell it to them for fucking probably
Like-
10 times the fucking
Like to
price.
kind of give you an idea of how serious this problem, it can get you kicked out of the military.
Oh yeah, debt,
It could.
Really?
debt.
Debt is a big thing in the military.
If you can't pay your bills, how are you going to be responsible for a $1 million piece of equipment?
Which is why don't get married to the first stripper you see. That's a freaking thing too.
Unless they have big titties.
Yeah.
No, not even
Nah.
that. You probably pay
Nah.
for those titties.
I'm not saying the whole marriage thing. I mean, you can get those freaking rings out of the little vending machines,
Yeah.
you know, and you can have like a whole pocket full and be giving them
How it
out and
happens.
shit.
That's how it
But
starts.
you don't hang out. I mean,
Most
you just like smash and dash. You just fucking gone.
most of the time when privates get married, it's not because they want to get married. It's because the BAH. It's all the benefits of having a spouse.
Basic allowance for housing.
Yes.
There's and that's a thing. There's a lot of, you know, women that around military bases, I'm sure, you know, that it's a thing to you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story about
to
that.
find
No.
military
Oh, yeah.
man. And the thing is you ask a woman, it depends on the area, you know, whether it's like say not just a military base, but whatever area they can tell you exactly all the statistics and everything and what the money and what everything is,
Oh yeah.
regardless. And I'm like, how do you guys? I mean, but it's real. It's serious to them. They need to know this shit for they can, you know, half of them finesse.
A lot of
know?
it's healthcare too.
Yeah. TRICARE.
True. Yeah.
TRICARE is amazing.
But funny story about that actually. So, you know, I was stationed over in Germany in
Oh, okay.
before we closed it down. My squad leader at the time was actually married to a German. About a week away from leaving, and his wife, week to the day, dropped divorce papers on him.
Ah,
He had to stay
nice.
in Germany an extra 6 months because of that shit. Because you marry a freaking, you know, a local, there's so much damn more paperwork. Like a buddy of mine, actually, fuck that guy because he scumbag. But him and his future wife went up to Denmark because it was like going to freaking Vegas because it was a lot easier for that whole thing to go down. But yeah, they're super. They're like you said that when we talk about gold diggers, women around military bases are the prime example.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm saying that there's that we all know that there's women that are gold diggers. We all know, but I'm not saying all women are. This is the way I believe, and you guys believe whatever the hell you want, but this is the way I believe is, there's probably 5% that actually of all women that actually, I mean, that's what they do. They're gold diggers, but the other 95%, they might not be gold diggers, but they're all born with a shovel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dead serious.
Have you ever actually had like a private go out and get married to like go out and have the stereotypical I married a stripper?
He's like, listen here.
Thankfully.
No, seriously.
So, because I don't want to have to deal with that.
Have you guys ever watched that Shameless?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, it happens. Yeah. Don't ask questions. Just go with it. You know. So yeah, the whole fucking. We'll get your car fucking fixed up. We'll get it done. We don't really have to worry too much.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like giving you a bunch of shit about like, get out. Oh my God.
I got that all last year too.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. It's all right.
I got
right up until we have a hailstorm.
Yeah.
Then I give a fuck. I tell you what, that son of a bitch coming off jack stands real quick.
Yeah, it's fine.
I guarantee it'll be out in my yard. I'll put it on a tree. My car's going in.
I'll fucking bring over floaties and a bunch of mattresses and we'll set it on top.
Damn right.
About a year or so, you'll have a tree growing out of it. Like that'll be nice.
I'm hoping not that long. So
that so we got with once we get your car done, you'll be back, and then we'll have some
good nights cruising.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take some, honestly. And now Tev's got a car too, so
now we gotta have a nice little drive.
Yeah,
down an empty road somewhere.
Well, yeah. Slow motion.
Yeah,
because. You know how it is.
You know how the GoPros go.
So yeah, you build a car to go fast, to go slow, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's.
I just hope mine doesn't break down.
Oh yeah.
Once again, I don't know shit about cars.
But from the man that had a PT Cruiser for how long?
About 2 years.
Yeah.
It was a vinyl sided one too. Definitely was. Man,
the old shaggin' wagon.
Yeah, the old shaggin' wagon definitely didn't look suspect driving around school.
Did you get any shagging going on in that?
Definning doesn't look like
probably
it
not.
Not in a fucking PT Cruiser. There ain't no fucking way. I mean, women are like scared
in
of
high school. There was this kid. He had a 2-tone PT Cruiser with a manual, and he turboed it in high school.
Oh yeah, why not?
I was like, a 2.4 liter with a fucking turbo on it. I mean, like, there's some 4-cylinder cars, but a PT Cruiser, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, there were people like putting freaking racing fins on the freaking 2000s Dodge Chargers. Those beetle looking ass things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me personally, all the retro cars that they redid.
Mm-hmm.
The Camaro, they look like retro.
Doesn't look anything like the original.
But they look good.
I mean, they look good, but they don't look like the original.
They like the Mustang retro. It looks good. The Dodge, no.
Yeah.
I mean, the Challenger.
The
Challenger itself looks like what it should have been. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like an old Challenger, but it has that new feature facelift.
Yeah, but it just don't. Whatever Ford did to the Mustang, when they redesigned the new one, or GM did when they redesigned the Camaro, whatever it was just enough where it looks good.
When did Dodge change the Charger into like rice burner shit? It was like in the mid 2000s, right? Was that when Fast and the Furious was coming out? I honestly, God, think that's why they did that.
Yeah, they might have.
They're like, oh yeah, this is what the market wants.
Well, it's a 4-door Charger. Can't really call it a Charger. But
No.
the newer ones
Exactly.
now.
The Challengers.
We can't
they're
all hate.
going back to it, but
We can't all hate on Dodge because they built some
again, I
fast
know
fucking
nothing about
cars
cars.
from
I
the
just know what they
factory.
look like.
Oh yeah, they're fucking
Like-
they're great. But like for me, I mean, you know how many fucking times I'm out. I just I'm just out doing my thing.
Yeah.
Take my car out, we hang out, we do our thing, and I go home. You know how many times I'm out just cruising, going home, and I'll guarantee I'll guarantee it's once a week. There'll be some fucking kid that comes up with this Hellcat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll come up and he'd be like revving and going all crazy and stuff. I'm like, no, I don't, I'm good, and he just keeps going and going, and we take off. He goes to the next stoplight like an idiot, and come to the next stoplight, and I stop, and he keeps going. And I'm like, well, all right, let's
See what we
fine,
got.
let's see. And then all of a sudden, by the time we get to the third stoplight, you know what I mean? After we took off and did our slow motion drive, he just, windows up, don't want to talk anymore because I'm sitting there waiting for him to pull up,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, you don't want to talk no more. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking great.
Another thing.
You paid a bunch of money for a fucking car that was already built, and you don't even know what the fuck you got,
Yeah.
So don't come at me when I built my fucking car.
The one thing I despise the most is fucking anybody that tries to race or slow driving past me.
Yeah.
In a V6. Just fucking straight piped. It sounds like a fat chick farting. It's like, fuck you, dude. Like, you have no chance.
No.
But
I
I saw this Challenger yesterday. Fucking just enormous duck wing
Oh fuck.
with a straight piped fucking V6. I'm like, look, I get it. It's a cheaper version, but just leave it the way it looks.
Yeah, but
that's everyone's preference.
That's a railroad. This.
I ain't got a lot to add because I mean, really, Australia. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Wait,
fuck, I mean, really,
wait, an Australian?
fucking.
My car is Australian.
Oh, I thought he said Australian women.
Oh no, it's not. Now we talking. See, but
no.
everything there is
Under one day.
is it looks really really good, but it's kind of delicate and fragile. So yeah,
Is
What the
it?
fuck is anything from Australia delicate
Yeah.
and fragile? Have you seen the wildlife down there?
I don't know. I just go to Sydney and yeah,
I want to go to Sydney.
you get about those 5'4", little tiny thing with.
Why are you throwing bitches?
Yeah, I'm just saying that no, you don't throw them. You throw midgets, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
You
but
can't knock Australians though. They have some fucking massive burnout cars.
Yeah,
These
I-
fucking things are towers.
I can knock Australians. I tell you what, come on,
I mean, knock them up. I mean,
oi,
I know
motherfucker,
about-
what the fuck, What?
All I know about vehicles, I know their Outback freaking vehicles are built like
Oh, yeah.
tanks.
Yeah, How about the fucking? I've told the story about the what was it, the Isuzu Brat that I fucking had. That was, yeah, that's
Once
Australian.
again, you really need to get an image up here of so I have a frame of reference.
It's a
Google it.
yeah. Google
I need to learn this shit.
Isuzu Brat. You will see it, and you will laugh your ass off. You'll be like, you really paid money for something like that.
Zulu uniform. Brat.
Oh yeah, we got to catch the face of this here,
Okay, I'm pulling up brats.
bro. Not bras.
How do you spell brat in this context?
Brat, just BRAT,
B-R-A-T?
right? Yeah, BRAT.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
You might have to throw.
What the
Yeah. Yeah, I own one of them.
Hey, you can't knock them.
Does it got the picture of the seats in the back?
No, but hold on. It's got that.
Yeah. Then, and like I say, see the bar? See where the bar is?
Yeah.
That's just like the
It's
Ranchero.
on the it's like a mini Ranchero.
I could fuck with this.
It's like
I could fuck with this.
it's a mini Ranchero, and but it has where that bar was in the back.
Yeah.
Behind the back window
There's
two seats facing backwards over the tailgate.
See,
Literally, they have handles and shit where you fucking hold on, you seatbelt in, you ride back there. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
Sounds like some of the harnesses I've used on a woman before, but
Okay, so gotta be careful. So we got
surprise penis one day.
Yeah, but we get
that out.
Well, if you ever. You gotta watch out. I mean, that's the whole prison thing is surprise business. Like, what the fuck?
Once.
Sure did.
Yeah. That's my squad leader.
Yeah, that's scary.
Anyway,
that's scary as fuck. It's just like we're just like looking, going, fuck.
So anyway.
So, subject change. Oh my God.
I can't wait for you to get hit with the surprise penis.
No, it's not going to happen.
And you won't be able to look me in the eye.
No. I don't think that'll ever happen. I'm like,
I didn't think it would happen to me, but it did.
Well, hey, teach their own, man.
Yeah, because I totally freaking because I definitely finished that entire encounter. Yeah, and definitely didn't run for the fucking hills.
You finished?
No, I did not.
So I thought, I'm sorry. That's what I heard.
And I thought I was deaf.
Yeah,
well, no, selective hearing.
Yeah, I was just like, you finished? What the fuck?
So anyway, subject change.
Now he wants to subject.
Yeah.
So anyway, that little pickup or whatever, and it's literally about the size of a Yugo. Yep. It's not very big.
Some people would call it ugly. I would say it just, there's a lot to be said about unique. Like, you guys ripped on the freaking PT Cruiser, but I'm like, hey, at least I stood out.
Well,
something to be said. Not for the right reasons, probably, but if I had honestly, I should have just gotten a surfboard, put it on top of it. It would have looked a lot better.
Well, Quasimodo stood out too, but probably not for the best fucking reasons.
A surfboard in the middle of South Dakota. I mean,
well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Anyway, subject. Yeah.
No, all right. So next thing you know, you'd be like fucking the only person fucking calling California ordering fucking like surfboard wax. Like, I need like 2 cases. You're like, dude, I've never sent any of this up there. What the fuck? You don't need any of that crap.
Well, welcome to Kelloland. We're going to talk to this guy this dumbass who has a surfboard on his PT Cruiser. I just wanted to get puss.
He could drive up. He's got the vinyl stickers on there. He just drives up and rolls down his window, gives him a look. Got a Woody.
Check out this wood grain.
Hey, you want to touch my Woody?
Subject change.
Subject change.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
I know.
Yeah, we got to fuck with the new guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's basically what the Brad is, and
Gotcha.
Trust me, it's a lot of fun.
Well,
but
you got to put the image up there so people know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you're
just look it up. You got phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people don't want to put in the effort. Lazy bastards.
Yeah, I wouldn't know who that.
No, but not you, the viewer. You are not lazy.
Well,
you will like and subscribe.
Unless
we like.
Yeah.
Well, except the subscriber, because they should subscribe.
Yeah, you should. And
wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
It's like it's free.
Yeah, it literally takes like the click of a button, but you would be surprised about how like most companies can fail if they are on the second page of Google.
Yeah. It's like I say, it actually matters. It's a big thing. So yeah, people that are watching and stuff. Yeah, I'm looking over here because I'm yapping with these guys. And the camera, we already said we're working on it. We got different things going in, but things don't happen overnight, especially when you guys ain't subscribing. It's set. I looked it up. It was like 176% of the people that watch aren't subscribed. So come on, at least fucking half of you. It's free.
I've literally not
takes
gotten
half a second.
I've not gotten 5% of a person. Come on here.
Yeah, it's freaking free. It takes 2 seconds to reach over and go. There you go. Just the same way you can hit the little like button. And then you can comment saying, "Okay, fucker, I did it."
Right.
And then it'll be like,
just roast this man in the comments. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, well, everybody.
Why'd you flip the camera over to me when you said roasted? I'm literally looking at the freaking camera right now.
I had to do it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, that's him. I'm just like, it ain't me, it's him.
Not as slick.
I was gonna freaking just throw it at him. I was like, fuck that guy. Roast that guy.
Yeah.
The guy in the green shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, watch your brake lines later.
No, well,
I know.
Talking about brake lines and the brat kind of in the same, little bit here. When I bought the brat, I bought it. The front brakes didn't work.
Who needs front brakes?
Well, exactly. So you go in and you just clamp the line off, cut it. I pulled the front brakes off. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best move, but we had a lot of fun with some. It rolled it in the first few hours, but
this is actually related to cars and the military. So we were working out somewhere yesterday. There's somebody over at one of these companies owns a tan colored up armored Humvee.
Yeah, they sell them.
Why? That's just throwing your fucking money away.
I mean,
Humvees break down if you breathe on them.
Hey, the way I see it is, if I ever retire, I'd buy a Humvee, only just to 6.6 Duramax swap it.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't fucking around with that 6.5 garbage.
No. Isn't, like I say, didn't they have a bunch of issues? The motor.
The thing is,
isn't the greatest.
The thing is, most of the time they sit.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And
they sit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do like preventative maintenance on it, or you're supposed to check, like it's called PMCS, preventative maintenance checks.
Yeah,
something like that. And basically, like there's a whole part of the
TM
technical. So I'm a little rusty on some of the terms, but you're supposed to like check the dips. Basically, what we do at work before you freaking take any of the trucks out.
You check tires, you check lights, you run it. So you'll have a before, during, and after.
Mm-hmm.
So before is everything you do before you go drive the car.
No, that is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, people just fucking mark shit.
Now you get a bunch of privates who are fresh out of high school, or
fresh out of AIT,
or E4s who don't really give a shit anymore because they're either thinking getting out or it's not going to be my problem anymore because I'm just going to have privates start doing it. It's kick tires, make sure there's oil in if you're lucky, and maybe start the engine once a month.
Well, at my unit, we have a whole motor pool of people that are on there. They're there to work on it, do all the maintenance that is needed for each vehicle. So, I mean, like, our vehicles are pretty good so far, but we just got a bunch more that we have to go through and make sure.
How often do you move them just for the sake of moving?
At least once every drill.
Yep. So what winds up happening is the first sergeant will look at a motor pool. He's like, I don't like the way this is arranged. Rearrange it.
Well, no, we don't rearrange it. We actually added to our motor pool, so now it's bigger.
Yeah, fair enough.
So now what we do is we go exercise vehicles. Basically get all the fluids moving through them, get them warmed up, drive them. I think we have to drive them like 10, 15 miles.
That is a culture shock for me because I was active duty, you're reserves, right?
Yeah.
So active duty, the vehicles will sit there for months on end. Like, because just we either don't have the funding or no one is doing anything.
Oh, fuck. We need them.
Yeah.
To do our missions. We need a vehicle. Yeah. So we have to work on them.
A lot of the stuff that I got, though, at least in my unit, at least the Humvees, they were all the canopied stuff. Like, you wouldn't actually go down range with these. Like, even the up-armored Humvees, you wouldn't even take these out of the wire.
Right.
Like, you get an MRAP. Or,
See, I just got back from Fort Hood, Texas. Didn't get stabbed or killed.
Lucky bastard.
I know.
One of the few.
The proud Marine.
Why were you at Fort Hood?
Huh?
Why were you at Fort Hood?
MRAP training.
Okay. Wow, they actually send you all the way down there for that?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was like, now those trucks, they are massive. And they are a rollover for some people. Like, you'll go like this, slight jerk or whatever, you're rolling.
Are they a lot more spacious than the Humvees?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So the back of the Humvee or the MRAP, it's all pressurized. So like you'll hit the switch and it goes, it comes down. It's the ramp going up into the back, and there's 4 seats back there, and then there's 2 up front. And it's basically an international dump truck, but with armor and a box on the back.
So is it just transport?
You can mount a
Troop
50.
transport? Oh, okay.
You can mount a 50, so it's
Transport
even
is-
taller.
So you can do something with it. It's
Yeah.
not like
you
just,
can go out into Afghanistan and not.
Oh, still, if you hit IED, you're gonna
Yeah.
get fucked up.
But it's a lot better than the Humvees. Like we were told, even in the up armored ones, if you hit an IED, you're done.
Yeah, those.
And my unit was
Humvees
not getting
blow
any rest
apart.
at that time.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was gonna say some of the trucks and stuff. If they don't run or whatever, we just can take them over to
But then again, like
Afghanistan and leave them. It's fine.
Yeah.
my generation.
Want to go get a saw? I'd love to go get a saw.
Fuck, I know. Wouldn't have been nice.
Did you see like some of the pictures of like the invasion of Iraq, like where they had those non-armored Humvees and they were like welding steel to wherever they could. They were putting sandbags wherever they could.
I know guys that during fucking Iraqi freedom, they were in fucking
Yeah, my platoon sergeant.
like soft top Humvees with a 50 cal mounted to it.
And like,
Jesus.
oh yeah, that was better.
Yeah, they freaking. You got.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Though.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is.
Nothing changes. Until
Gotta say, one of the two things: either the guy wasn't all that bright, or he had brass balls. You know what I mean?
or nothing changes until.
Put it this way: it's like one of those when you see him go by, you're like, either he's an idiot and I don't want to be around him, or he's got some brass balls and I don't want to be around him because he's going to get himself into some trouble.
Or nothing changes until Uncle Sam has to start paying out.
Yeah. So it's like need vehicles.
Yep.
So
Well, we got other than the military and all that fancy stuff, and this is exactly what this is what he wants to talk about. And I'll guarantee it because he's already getting nervous. He's like, "Fuck this guy,"
let's see what you got.
Let's see what you doing.
How you doing?
What you doing? Dirk Diggler. But we got he is single.
I knew it.
Yeah. See, instantly. He didn't even take 2 seconds. He's like, fuck this guy. So, but no, and the thing is, this is a lot. Yeah, we talk about, and it's for men,
Right.
We have a good time, and it's a lot of fun having it. But there's got to be some that we can learn a little bit. Some, people can see a little bit of improvement one way or another. So just yeah, I know your situation. So we're not calling anybody out by name. We're not gonna.
I don't know the person, or do I?
We'll see. You'll be educated. It'll be wonderful.
Well, there you go.
And it'll be we're not gonna say anything by name, and we're not gonna be derogatory because I think everything ended amicably.
Yeah.
It's there's no ill will, no. No, yeah, and there's no, animosity really.
Oh.
It just, well, you know what I mean. For the most part, it ain't like you're like, fuck that guy, none of that shit. But
no. she's a good person.
yeah, like I said, I think she is.
Whose phone dinged?
I don't know.
That was twice.
Yeah, well,
I'm either deaf or I can hear a pin drop from like 5 miles out. Like,
You're deaf.
No in between. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we we had some talks or whatever. Like, I mean, we're friends. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
We had some talks and stuff like that, and tried to guide you, as not as indirectly as I could, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? I didn't say, well, this is what you should do, not like that. I'm just like, this is a situation, and this is kind of the, what you got to look at, and then you got to decide from there, and, I knew it wasn't going well for you. And I don't think it was, malicious or anything like that. I don't think she was doing anything that was overtly wrong. I just think I just think you guys, drifted, and I think you had 2 different, ideas of life. You know what I mean? Really.
And when it comes down to it, it's just the clashing of that. It's just boom, boom, and it's just not gonna end well at the end.
Yeah.
And I've been married before. I don't know if you know anything about that, but
Yeah.
Once again, I kind of told Trent this. Unless I hang out with you outside of the bar, I really don't even bother to learn your name.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Horrible human being. I know.
work at
This
the
guy
bar.
was Dan Murray.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the first year I knew him.
He's like I say, he's part time as security.
Yeah, I know. That's the bad part.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
Guy
I
on a
know.
regular
He's like
basis still-
he's like fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Next time you out.
Fucking asshole.
Get your ass out.
Yeah.
But no, like from my marriage, I mean, I got married when I was going through the military and everything. She was already my fiance when I was joining.
She wasn't a stripper.
No, she wasn't
No?
a stripper, but
Way to break that curve.
yeah.
Did she have like 4 kids and
Nope.
she's like really a great girl.
How desperate were you to get out of the? Oh wait, you're reserved. You didn't have that problem. There's also
Yeah. That we'll get to that later.
Oh,
no.
now we're talking.
So like when I was going through basic, bounce back here quick. When I was going through basic, I wasn't getting paid as much because I was only in E3. Because when I was back at home, I was making more money. So they told me, since she's already your fiance, you did that prior. I didn't want to be one of those those 10%ers that got married, just cause. They's like, you guys are already fiancés, might as well just get married and get paid more. So that's what we did. So in Missouri, went to the courthouse, got married.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It was just like, well, we have our son.
Romantic.
We had a child, so I needed to do what was best for them. That was my family.
So
Absolutely.
you're saying it was one of those shotgun weddings that you decided to put the shotgun to your own head.
Yeah, I was like, either I'm gonna start this thing, or it's gonna be the other way.
Yeah.
So.
Ceiling painters hate this man. He has all the tips and tricks.
If
If you think that's the darkest joke I could come up with, man, strap yourself
no,
in.
God, no. There's gotta be some level.
Channel, it will never be monetized.
There's got to be some level of something being appropriate to a certain extent. I mean, we drop off the cliff once in a while, but we don't hit bottom. Fuck that.
Nope, I full send.
Oh yeah,
I wanted
willingly hijack.
Willingly. And,
willingly. Yeah.
Well,
it's funny how women can do that to you.
Yeah. Well, we had our child. I was like, well, she wants it, I want it. Try to make a life out of this. Well, fucking 6 years down the way. Didn't want to be like that anymore.
Well, exactly, because like it always is. You got, like you said, I want the child. She wants a child. But she didn't want you.
Well, even the fact is, I'm at home. We bought this house in Minnesota. I'm paying all the bills. Like normal fucking husband shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And way it is just like, I'm out here doing all this work to keep you guys, support you guys.
Tale as old as time.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And that's just what I wanted. I was happy with it, but then there came a time where she was just not happy and there was no communication. And then she sought that communication with someone else.
Oh yeah. See,
so
that's the whole deal is like I say, that's a major problem when, that guys deal with all the time. They really do. Okay, I'm traditional man. I understand that I'm going to be paying the bills. I'm going to be, working on the cars. I'll be, leading. I'll be, protecting, stuff like that. I get that. But then they have zero or very little expectation for their woman. So if she works, great.
right.
If she don't care. But then,
If I can afford,
and you go and like how many? There's a ton of guys out there. They'll like be out doing that stuff, busting their ass, provide, even if they they're not fucking making buku dollars, but they're out busting their ass and they're providing, and then the gal is just at home, and he'll come home and there's nothing cooked. He'll have to ask her, hey, could you, please clean, this room today when I'm at work? And The moment stuff like that happens, she's single. She can get the fuck out.
Having
Right.
never been
Done.
married, I will never understand that.
I mean, I'm serious. I'm just done. I see it happen all the time. And usually, like I say, I don't know if it's a manipulation that they do or whatever, but I see it happening a lot where, you know, two people get together, obviously, and they move in. Well, she, you know, quits, you know, and moves in because she had a bunch of stuff to do, you know, and I'll get a job later, you know, well, it's fine. You know, the guy's like, yeah, I don't care, you know, it's all right. No, it's good. And then, you know, she might be cleaning and keeping everything just wonderful, you know, for like the first month. And then the second month, well, it drops 20%. The third month, it drops another 20%. And then 6 months in, she's really not doing anything, but she's asking for more and more.
Right.
Yeah. I see it happen all the time. The fucking moment that starts, she's fucking single out in the streets. She can get the fuck out. I'm dead serious. Because you're going down a rabbit hole you are never going to get out. It's taking you to a fucking place you never want to be. And it's the absolute fucking epitome of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because as soon as that starts going, I mean, it's a relationship is 50-50, you know.
The fuck it is.
Technically.
The fuck it is.
It's not always going to be 50.
Right, I know that. I'm just saying.
There's going to be times where, like, you need, like, hey, I'm not at my
boom,
best.
boom.
Yeah, there's
you know what I mean?
there's no 50-50.
You should be able to rely on that person. Is like I'm trying to get a point across.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's one thing. I get it. You need this. I'll take care of this.
Yep.
Then it should be backwards. And it shouldn't just be all one person trying to make this other person. You know? It's like it puts more stress on that one person in the relationship, and then it just gets too far where you're just checked out.
And the thing is they don't care.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying every woman in the fucking world don't give a shit. I mean, there's a few, small portion, that do. Yeah, small. Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm serious. They really don't. And the deal is, it's an abundance mindset.
Yeah.
They don't have to fucking care. And yeah, people are going to be pissed that I say that, you know, they're pissed about a lot of things I say because they don't listen to what I say. They don't like the way I say it. Well, fuck, I don't give a fuck about their feelings.
Right.
You know what I mean? I give a shit. What I'm saying is true. If you guys actually think about it, women will get together with a guy for the excitement and the fun. He's cool. He's great. Then all of a sudden the newness wears off.
And if any of you think we're exaggerating about this, like, there's 3 guys in this room. About a year ago, we probably would have never hung out outside of drinking and stuff. All 3 of us have the same story.
Oh, all of it. Every man has the same fucking story.
Oh, for sure.
I'm dead serious. Everyone.
Like, like every other weekend on my weekend to work when I was working overnights, I'm driving all the way up to the north side of the state just to pick up and drop off your kid with his dad.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I'm not motivated enough in the relationship.
Yeah. That's like say another thing I get yelled at for a lot is, you know, I tell them, you know, single mothers is just recreational use. You don't really take them serious for any reason. I mean, deal is the reason why they hate it that I say that. They like,
for sure.
You know, they hate the way it sounds. But as a single man, it is not in your best interest to get together with a single mother. It's just not. There's no, I mean, if you get together with a single gal, you guys are both single, you can go do whatever you want to do. You guys can go cruising, you can go to this. Bills are reasonable. You know, there's really no, if something goes wrong a few months in, there's no huge attachment, you know, that you're going to have for the rest of your life. That's just one portion of it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you get together with a single mother and she has a child, well, single mother, of course, she's going to have a child, but her child. Yeah. So her child, you are going to at some point have to be responsible for that child. Let's say you guys are together 5 years, 10 years, whatever. At some point, she's going to expect you to help financially with the child.
Oh, for sure.
or at least take him to appointments, pick him up from school. You know what I mean? There's going to be expectations that you're going to have to. You can't just like live like, oh, you two are in love, but this, you don't have nothing to do with this kid. I mean, it just doesn't work that way. That's for one. Two, you're going to grow attached to that child.
Yep.
I mean,
oh, for sure.
Exactly. You guys are, we give a fuck. I mean, I know that women don't think we have feelings, but we fucking, I mean, when we love for real. We ain't women that just love for opportunities.
Be attached to that kid. Do not date a single mom.
No. And then the deal is, if anything goes wrong, you lose the kid and her.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So it's not a good fucking deal that way.
So
then you go to you keep fucking going. There's a million things that are wrong with it. So then, she had a kid with another man. He's always going to be in her life.
oh, for sure.
She loved him enough to have a kid with him.
Right.
That's never going to change. Even if she's like, oh, he's the biggest asshole, blah, 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 blah. She still loved him that much at one time. And she's always going to be, you're going to have to deal with baby daddy drama for the rest of your life.
That also,
dude, I mean, but you, like I say, the thing is you guys don't even have kids.
I do.
Well, you
Not that
yes,
I'm
you
aware
do,
of.
but you know what but single men, most, the young that don't have children, why do they want to deal with them?
Right.
I mean, why do they want to deal with all that when they can just get a single woman?
I mean, only speaking for myself, I do want kids. So if
Can a single woman without children give you kids?
Yes, they can.
Oh,
it's also not
there you go.
necessarily a deal breaker for me if she has kids, because I think it's more of a calculus for every individual guy. Like, are you willing to do that? And it, like I said, I would there's strict parameters for this, but I'm not necessarily unwilling to take.
Oh no, I'm not saying there isn't some.
Because I also know
some single mothers that are good out there, and there are.
I also know
they're good people, but
for sure
they have to understand when they have a child that their value in the dating market, their dating market value has dropped. They're going to have to step up their game to be the same as, it's just like, you think about this real quick, just first thing off the top of your mind, right? You have 2 identical twins, right? 9s. You're going to date. One has a kid, one don't. Exactly. You're instantly going to date which would you prefer instantly?
The one I'm more attached to.
They're identical.
But even identical twins, they're not going to have the
exactly. They're not. But I'm just saying they're identical in every way. It's a hypothetical.
If you saw both of them, you're like,
if you're going to take it to a literal, but I'm just saying, which would you rather do? One, she can just hey, let's fucking take off and go to Michigan, fucking hang out, and let's go to Maine for the fall. Let's go to do that. The other one's like, no, my kid's in school. No, we can't go this. No, I can't go out. No, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. No, I can't go because can you take him up to drop the kid off because I'm working?
Okay,
bullshit. Why do I want to deal with all that?
Okay, to kind of give you like a caveat of where my brain's at with this, I know what it's like to grow up without. Okay, I'm still involved with my dad. My dad and I are very close. But there was a time where I didn't have a real father figure at my home. So I know what it's like to grow up without a dad. And I can understand where, single mom, they want that. I mean, we talked about it. Guys are not afraid of their moms. And I'm not saying I would want to come into her.
So you're saying
I want to be the asshole, but I would also want to give the kid a positive role model.
So you're saying the sympathy and the empathy is attractive to you.
I'm not saying it doesn't come without risk, but what I'm saying
it comes with extreme risks.
Yes, I get that. But what I'm saying is also, I'm not necessarily just thinking, oh, single mom, counting her out completely.
No, I didn't say count them out completely. I'm just like, I don't. When I go and I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I might be a little different, but you guys kind of know me, all right? I know I'm different. But when I go and I meet somebody, the first thing I'm thinking of, when I'm talking to them and stuff, isn't like, oh, I want to find out if these girls are. I want to know and really get. No, I want to bang her. After that,
depends on how.
And she's cool. Okay, we can talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then I can start understanding.
It depends on how I meet her. If I meet her online, I'm not necessarily looking to smash right away. If I meet her at a bar, that's probably a little bit more.
You meet a gal online. I mean, really, that's. I mean,
yeah,
otherwise,
I get the stereotype for that, but like for me, I guess this is just my age showing a little bit. But I kind of went into on those dating websites like thinking I could meet the love of my life. Turns out I met a fucking bitch. But
yeah, online dating is trash.
Like
it's fucking trash.
I totally
99.9% of the people you meet on is going to be trash.
Yeah. I haven't even gotten a match in like 2 months.
Well, and
there's like you talk for him for 5
months. That's what I'm saying is you. Let's all right. You guys do know like if they got the stats from like Tinder and shit.
Yeah.
That you take a 5 woman, right? Just
get a
average,
lot more. Yeah.
Just average, and then you take a 10. Top tier fucking man, right? She's fucking blowing him out of the water. With he gets maybe 1 for every 10 or 12 she gets.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking top tier guy. That's number 1. That's the highest. That's fucking the greatest catch there is. And she's just average. So online dating is trash.
No, it is.
It's fucking trash.
Ruined dating.
Sure.
Well, yeah, because they don't even give a. I mean. The thing is put it this way. Let's flip the script, right? Think about it like this. This is what I mean by abundance mindset, right? Let's flip the script. Let's say
I did just think of a question, but I'll wait.
Let's when we flip it or whatever, we got you, Landon. You get every week. You get 20 new DMs from people that want to be with you. 20 every week.
Man.
No, every week.
That would be
every week, your entire life, every week.
I could take that tumbleweed out of my freaking DMs.
And then a woman only gets 1, maybe every 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to really give a crap? You know what I mean?
No,
that's what I mean.
I agree.
That person is going to have to be extremely impressive to get your attention, even to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay. But what do you have to do? I mean, what is expected of you? At that point, you're not expected to do nothing but exist.
Yeah.
So, kind of want to back up a little bit and switch gears.
Yeah.
So you know how we're going back to the single mothers thing, all right?
There we go.
Okay.
Let's switch gears on that and do single fathers.
I was just about to ask that.
I want to hear your thing on that because I'm a single father. You're a single father.
Yep.
You know, like
I'm not aware if I'm a single father.
Right. It's just like,
and if they do exist, they are on the other side of the planet.
Well,
when it comes down to it, like my kid is my number 1 priority when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, that's all there is.
Yeah. Like you are not going to beat my child.
Oh no, not in any way.
Do you think a woman should discount you completely just because you're a single dad? And I get that.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
they do.
They do.
No, I get that.
There's there's been studies. I mean, it's happened to me. Happened to me quite often. I mean, there's been studies that like 85% of women will disqualify a guy just because he has children.
No, and I get that. I'm just whatever study you throw out about the single mom and single dad thing, I do not fit into that study because it's never going to be a deal breaker for me.
No, I'm not saying it's a deal. Like me, I can meet a single mother. Even when I was single, I could have met a single mother, and didn't have children. I could have met one. But generally, they're not going to be on the same level that I am. And then put it this way, it's like the amount of risk that you're taking is, are you willing to put every dollar you have in a very extremely high risk stock?
Okay.
Or are you willing to put it into like a bond that's going to slowly grow?
Matter?
Yes and no.
Let's take baby daddy out of it.
Yeah, yes.
It's a baby.
Yes and no.
No, 100% it's going to work out with this woman. Now, I know that is an impossibility, but you threw an impossibility.
Yep. Let's say that it's 100% that is going to work out. And she's great. Right?
So
the problem is that's not the only factor.
Okay, but once again, you threw an impossibility at me. But so
yes.
My thing is like,
that's what I mean. Me and her might be 1,000, right? 1,000% cool. Baby daddy might be interfering.
But if baby daddy's not, I'm saying if baby daddy's not involved whatsoever,
that's rare. And they always come back. And they always come back.
Well,
and
they do.
Unless they're dead.
Unless that or they're in prison. But once they get out, they come right back.
Experiences with single moms, because there are so many fucking dirtbag baby daddies out there.
There are. And the thing is
like, if I gotta fight a motherfucker, let's fucking go.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. But the deal is she fucked with him a long time ago. Why am I dealing with him now?
But then you can flip that and say you fucked with her a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why is she dealing with that?
Well, yeah. The deal is like, it's not up to her.
Also with men,
I'm not expecting her to stay.
I mean,
she's really not expecting you to stay at that point, because every guy that she's probably been with has probably proven the same thing.
Well, maybe she should make better decisions than the men she chooses.
That's fair too.
So should the baby dad. So if you same with the single father, like, I'm not calling you out, but like,
oh, don't get me wrong, but who chooses if a child is born in this world or not?
No, I get that.
So I have zero fucking choice. Zero.
Even the state thinks that too.
Exactly. I have zero fucking choice. If me and her have sex and she says, no, this, okay. And then all of a sudden, well, bam, she's pregnant, right? And we talk and she says, well, I don't want to have a kid. Well, I do. I don't have fucking choice, right?
Go have a kid.
I have zero fucking choice, right?
I mean,
no, I mean, if you're talking, you're having you have zero fucking choice.
No, and I get that.
Yeah, they're the only ones. Okay.
I understand.
And on the backside of it, if you do, whether you do or don't, it's entirely up to them. You have zero. So whose choice is it to have a child? So if with all the choice lays all the responsibility also. You can't have it all one way and elate yourself from any frickin' responsibility of it. You have to take the majority of the responsibility since you have the majority of the choice. You have to.
I'm going to form my words here because I agree and disagree at the same time. Because once again, it takes two to tango.
Exactly.
She did not conceive that baby asexually.
No, but there's 50 some, I can't remember, it's 52 or 54 forms of birth control for a woman.
No, I get that.
What is there, 2 for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has 50 some odd choices, plus the entire discretion of choice in the first place. Can you have sex with a woman and she says no?
No, I get that point.
Exactly. So maybe she should be making better decisions.
This is like a
can you have a can a woman the deal is can a woman have a child if you say no and you don't have a child with her? No. If she wants to have a child, I'm begging you, baby, you don't sleep with her. Can she have a child?
No.
Okay. So if she doesn't want a child,
that also works in reverse. That I don't get this.
No, that's what I'm saying. It works both ways. Yeah. So that's one thing. Abstinence is one, right?
I think
she's the one that chooses. You cannot have sex with men cannot have sex. Straight men cannot have sex. Unless a woman says it's okay.
That. I've got a statistic.
Yes.
It's been about a year.
Unless a woman says it's okay.
God, that sounded
right.
Better than
right.
So she has 100% authority about who has sex.
Okay.
Right.
He's trying to break down what you're saying Barney style to me because I'm trying to catch what you're just saying there.
And then she also has 100% authority who's born in this world. And we're supposed to be equally responsible. We're supposed to take equal. It doesn't work that way. It'd be like that's insane. That's insane.
You can sign your rights away, though.
No, you can't.
You actually can.
You
can't.
You
can sign your rights away.
As soon as you do
put it
that,
this way,
though.
you can sign.
No, I get that, and then there's that social stigma. But
no, you can sign your rights away. You can.
Yeah,
right.
It doesn't matter because as soon as she signs up for assistance, you still pay.
I'm gonna have to check the law on that.
I'm fairly
certain there's a way.
There was a court case about a year ago, maybe 2, whatever. The guy together with a gal. They had a kid, you know. Ended up things didn't really work out, you know, blah, 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 about 2 or 3 years in. And they broke up. She went in for a child support. They did the DNA test, found out he is not the father. He still pays child support.
That I agree is fucking bullshit. I'm not defending.
So it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not.
It doesn't matter. If you're proven not even to be the child's father, you are financially responsible.
No, and I get that. That's
so it doesn't matter.
That shit too.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. It doesn't matter.
Bullshit.
So everybody's like, oh, I can just sign away. It doesn't fucking matter. The guy ain't even his kid. And he's still responsible.
Bring it back to the calculus of dating. Like, once again, regardless of who fathered the child, if baby daddy ain't involved, and you know for 100% of the fact, and that baby, like it's still a baby, you have every power in the world to mold that baby, to shape it into a better person than
if
that
the mother
baby
chooses.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, once again,
she has all the power.
But then again, you choose to date the single mom.
No, that's why I choose not to.
And that's where you and I are different.
Exactly. So you were willing, like say that's the deal. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying anything, trying to, say anything negative about you. I'm not.
This is a disagreement.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's good disagree. I mean, it's great. Everybody has a different way of thinking. Yeah. I choose not to give away and have them lead me around by not being able to have any choice.
Have that with your own kid too.
No, because
you will have that with your own kid though.
No, because if I decide something, I have exactly the same rights and responsibilities as the mother. She cannot say like
that point. I get.
Yes, it's 100%. She cannot tell me no, the same way I cannot tell her no. We're equal. We can discuss that we don't like it.
Right.
We can discuss that this is the way we're going to handle it.
A point for
okay. Yeah, we'll just let him.
I already fucking forgot.
Yeah.
You're watching you fuckers go back and forth.
But it really is. That's the deal. Is it with her? You can
want to remind everyone we're good friends.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is everybody can have a debate and everybody have a different thought.
We're just here spicing things up a bit.
Yeah. Well.
Spicy.
How you doing? So, but all I'm saying is like, you even take it a simple thing of, you're watching the kid. You guys have been together for 5-6 years, whatever, right? And she's out working, and you're home or whatever. You just watch a kid, and he's or she was doing whatever, and you discipline the kid. You don't have the authority to do that unless she says it's okay.
I actually did just think of something from my actual own life experience about why I don't necessarily care about if she has a kid. So, give you a little bit of context. My mom and my dad divorced before I even had a memory. Like, I do not remember these two being together. And my mom had a kid out of high school. My oldest brother. He effectively grew up without a real father. My dad was probably the closest thing he ever had to a real dad. And like they absolutely loved each other, my dad and my brother, but they never got to spend a whole lot of time together. But after my mom divorced, she kind of went around guy to guy, just trying to find somebody who would stick around. Once again, kids do make it difficult for single women. I'm not discussing.
Oh, I know. My parents divorced. I did. I actually broke some.
My parents weren't even
I still
married.
feel bad about that.
Not trying to give away a lot, but she didn't always pick the best guys to the point of it caused some serious fucking. No, I get this, but there was no strong male figure for him. There was nobody for him, and it led to the point where, like, his demons got so bad he's no longer with us.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that's not. But that's what I'm saying.
One more.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying is. Instead of catering or being put it no. I'm just it's not the right word.
Trying to provide a positive role model to a child who does not have one, and
you can do that and not be in a relationship with them.
Okay, I get that, but then once again, if like say for instance, kid grows up without a dad, he doesn't know how to treat a woman now.
But if you are,
he doesn't have that good experience of this is how a man is supposed to treat a woman.
And that is your responsibility now that she made a bad choice.
Awesome, good. It means one less woman in a domestic abuse shelter. It means one less woman who's going to get her ass beat. It means one less dead kid.
So
it means I probably would still have a brother.
You're saying if she makes good decisions, she's still going to be.
Yeah, I get it. It's up to a good decisions, but once again, you can be that positive force in the world. You can actually bring a positive change into that one kid's life. And maybe, and even if it doesn't work out, maybe you showed, hey, while it was still good, this is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. And this is how a man is supposed to be a father. Because once again, there are some, once again, I have seen men who've gone into a relationship with a woman who's had a kid, and he was a better father than literally anybody I've ever known.
And there's people out there like that.
I'm sorry, this is where I get passionate about this, because
that's great. And the thing is this, I'll just say this. I agree 100% with you. Right? I do. But the deal is, that's why I say her dating market value went down, and she has to up her game. She has to be 10 times better.
You try to
attract the same better.
I understand that. It's just,
you know what I mean? She has to work 10 times harder to attract a man that's good. That is that good. And she cannot just be your average every day.
But once again, if you are willing to be that guy, please be that guy.
Right.
Please be if you are willing, like I'm willing. Like, once again, if my brother had even a single positive role model in his life, he probably would still be alive. My nephew would still have a dad.
Yeah, it is. I get it.
And I'm sorry, if I have the power to not have that happen, I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna take that risk.
And see, that
to me is a risk worth.
That's like I say, I was raised kind of the same way. I mean, I didn't have the same situation. I was raised kind of the same way. I lived with my mom, single mother.
Mm-hmm. So did I.
I lived a little. I was. My dad was around. Which was cool in the end. But she raised me for, oh God, alone 12 years.
Yeah, same here.
I met one guy. I met one guy 3 times.
All I can remember is one.
I met 3.
One guy 3 times in 12 years.
So let me give you a little bit of a background.
That's what I'm talking about. Instead of we know a lot of single mothers.
Right.
We know.
We know a lot.
How many are
still
there's a new guy every freaking 6 months.
A lot fewer than I actually think you believe, because
there's a lot.
If you
a lot.
I get that that's probably your experience, but at least in my experience, a lot of the single moms, at least I'm around, they're very fucking picky, because they know what the fuck is out there.
But then you got the other ones that are not.
And exactly. I'm not making excuses for them.
I'm
not.
No.
Right.
So like I say, the deal is like I say, even here, on the discussion, let's just take it's just a poll of us. 2/3 are saying this is a thing, and a third says
majority does not always.
But you know what I mean? So let's just say our 2 experiences, I know a lot. I've been involved with a lot that wanted me to be involved, and I got out of it. I'm like, no, I didn't. So, if you want me to meet your kids within the first 6-8 months or a year, no.
I'll wait. So, like, you may have a great experience, right? But it doesn't work out. There's people that have bad experiences,
and I get that. Trust me, I've been on the polar end of both sides.
I think a lot of guys have. Like, they're coming out, they're done with their party phase in college, or like they want to settle down. They find a really nice girl that has a kid. Yeah, let's try it. See how it works out. You start getting attached, like you said, but then some down the lines, you're trying to be something for this child so that it grows up. Like what you were saying. But then the mom just doesn't want that anymore. So that rips you. I'll let you after I'm done. But like that rips something out of you, like, oh, well, I don't want to try that again.
Having been there, once again, though, at least you had the opportunity to put a positive influence on that kid.
Right. And
once again, I'm not necessarily saying it's always going to work. I'm going to say probably it's going to fail. But what I'm saying is, if you have the ability to influence that kid, for the love of God, take it, because there's way too many people.
That's what like I say, the thing is,
for fuck's sake, we're in the military, and this is the first year in like a decade that people offing themselves have been lower.
Right.
Like, this was the first year in a decade.
There was the thing is I still say, don't date, single mother. I'm serious, if you want, and I think what you're saying is valid. I think there is a serious need. I'm not.
No,
you can still be involved in a child's life. Any single mother that has a boy, There should be people.
Olive branch to that.
There should be.
I agree with
there should be people.
Right.
I don't believe they should date them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't say not date. I said you have to be very cautious, extremely cautious.
I agree.
But men don't need to be romantically involved with their mother to be
able to help
the child.
I get that. I'm just saying, if it's within your ability to date a single mom and take on that extra responsibility of your own volition, please do.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the deal.
Now, if you can't do the romantic aspect, there's always other opportunities. There's 4-H clubs. There's being a youth pastor if you're religious.
Youth.
Are you?
No. Youth pastor.
The thing is
not in the creepy Catholic sense.
You sick little bastard.
I knew you.
Wow. No, my actual first positive male influence was my youth pastor, Tyler Parsons.
I bet.
He was like PT, we called him, but like he was like, Dad, if you're watching this, once again, we're great now. Just remember, we had issues. But no, you motherfuckers.
First positive,
part. Now let me just draw a dick on it.
Oh my God!
Not right. This doll.
Yeah,
Pastor touch.
Did he touch you in a good way?
My first
he touched you in a bad way.
I will F you. But no, my first real like positive male influence was a youth pastor who like actually took the time outside of like our youth group meetings to actually like teach me some basic man stuff. And then like I had another kind of Sunday family I'd go and because I went to church by myself. I'm not religious anymore, but like I would go to church by myself.
Military baby.
Yeah.
No, actually no, I will not. I'm not.
Really?
No. It said you don't get to triple divorcee rates when you get a dating. So on both ends of the spectrum here.
But you know, like I said, I do agree that they do need, because I honestly on the deal, I think it's leading to the feminization of men
yes,
in our society.
And once again, like I'm not shitting on, if you want to be a femboy, go on ahead, I guess. Like that's a whole you thing. But like
this is part of what this channel is. It's part of it, because men don't know how to be men.
Did you see?
They really don't.
Did you see that thing Trump did about his bill that he's going to pass?
Oh. What did the mad lad do now?
Yeah,
you gotta watch it.
I'll go. I'll make sure.
Like pull it up if you can.
I mean, if you like or hate Trump, it doesn't matter. That fucker was entertaining. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that guy was funny.
The stuff he says, I whether I agreed or disagreed, I fucking laughed my ass off. That's all I give a shit. That fucking shit was funny. You know what I mean? The dude was good. The dude, not good. I'm just saying, you know, just being in a neutral position. I'm saying, that guy made me laugh more than any other president. The shit that he said.
I want you to put something up, because I know you put the little images up, or at least put it in the description. I'm gonna put the unalive hotline number.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say the unalive hotline number.
Go ahead.
But please, this is like, oh good, they did shorten this, because
and the deal is
very active on this.
We want to take all of us, we do want to take a stance on this. We want to, you know, everybody. If you guys watched the podcast, couple pods ago, Jeff, he got to a certain point in his life and he made it through. So the deal is be very, very, I'm a big supporter, and we're going to have a serious talk about this, because it's a major, major, major thing. So,
the number, by the way, is 988. That number again is 988. I'm so glad they shortened this. You can call or text. You can go off online. There's so many tools now available.
That's something to talk about.
That unfortunately, a few years ago, just did not exist. I'm trying not to cry, but like it's a very emotional subject.
The thing is it's getting more and more prevalent in the male gender. You know, it's a thing.
Guys, check on your buddies. For the love of God, check on your buddies.
Doesn't hurt. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes to say, "Hey, how you doing? You want to do something?"
Yeah, what's up? And you could right then and there be just, because once like I have both experienced like a family member, and I've almost done it myself.
Yeah.
and I am dreading that phone call. Because I know one day it's going to happen.
Yep.
But
I think it's definitely something, like I say, I want to put a whole show together on it.
I would like to be on that.
And be a bunch of, bring up some stats and bring up a lot of the things that are actually happening. Because I don't think people really realize the
epidemic.
How staggering it has jumped. It's not like it's you see the bar graph going across, and it's just that little bit, and all of a sudden, it just barely creeps up. In the last 8 years, it has spiked, and it's continuing. So
from a veteran's perspective, 2022 was the first year, and I think like over a decade that veteran self-offings have gone down.
Yep.
And the fact that is an acceptable thing.
Yeah. And like I say,
we're never going to stop it all, but for God's sake,
we all have to do better when it comes to that.
Even in the military, you get this bond.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You get a bond with all the guys and females you work with. I mean, that's like, it's unforgettable. Like, you guys those are my brothers and sisters now. I'd do anything for them. And I mean, there's some shit bags out there. Like, but if they're in your platoon, like, I was a squad leader as a corporal for a while. Mm-hmm. Like, those are my guys. I helped a guy move 4 times. That's just your responsibility as a squad leader. It's like, it's not really your responsibility, but it's like checking your guys.
Yep.
Knowing that they are going through something really tough. I'm gonna be there, because that part of that, you being there, showing support, being able to help them when they need it the most, helps them kind of lift out of that shallow part of their lives.
Yep.
And they can look back and be like, I really appreciate this guy.
And talking from a perspective of somebody who got out and then loses all that, because I'm telling you, dude, like, you're gonna lose that one day. Where one day you're partying with your buddies, and then the next day you're states away or continents away, and then you don't have that support anymore. It takes years to build. It takes years to build. And
then you feel like you don't want to. Well, not only isolated, but when you don't want to burden your
other
friends
people,
with what you got going on.
It is so
or you might be a little embarrassed.
I don't care if this is an unpopular opinion. It is so fucking okay to cry. No.
Put it this way: you can cry in front of your guys.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Exactly.
You never cry in front of your woman, ever.
I think there's appropriate moments.
When a parent dies, yes.
When a kid dies,
if your own kid,
yes,
yeah, exactly.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
you'll not.
God forbid that ever happens. You know what I mean? I mean, children are supposed to outlive you. That's why I didn't bring that up. I
think you and I will disagree with, and I don't want it to get to that level. So, but guys, it's okay to cry. I'd rather you fucking cry than die
in front of your friends.
Well, yeah, that's.
I don't care if it's a life or death.
I don't care.
Who cares?
I honestly don't care who's in front of. I'd rather you cry.
Exactly. If it's a life or death thing, it doesn't matter if your woman's going to lose respect for you or not. Just make it through. But if it's not a life or death, never do it in front of your woman. Never, because she's going to lose respect for you. She always say, "Oh, I want him to show me the emotions," and then she's gone. Just like they're always like, I want that nice guy. And then they pick up the freaking loser every fucking time.
That pisses me off.
No, the thing is women don't even know what they want. They say this stuff because it sounds politically correct, but that's not. So that's why you never listen to a woman when she gives dating advice. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She doesn't even know what she wants to eat. I mean, you're taking advice from somebody who don't even know what to eat as an adult.
McDonald's or Burger King?
I have to go BK.
Yeah.
McDonald's is good. Don't get me wrong, but working there through high school.
Unpopular opinion. I think Burger King's fries are better.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
But it is a thing.
Whoppers are better.
I'm believe it or not, like, I'm a massive fucking child. Veggies do not go on my burgers.
I love onions. I love lettuce.
It's a texture thing. Probably should.
Like I say, there'll be some of these conversations and some of these points that we're bringing up or whatever, I'll address them here. I got a few females lined up coming on, and I'll address them with them. You know what I mean?
Bring me on with
and it'll be a direct thing. I mean, of course, I'm not going to just let them side skate. It's going to be a direct. I mean, they got to support it,
right?
Support their idea and support. We'll figure it out. But it's the deal is, I really don't think that women don't know what they find attractive. They just don't know. I mean,
to be perfectly honest, my attraction scale is a little off. I keep getting told like I'm apparently swinging for the fences when I should be like, putting.
Well, and I don't think anybody should sell themselves low. You know what I mean? Everybody should. Yeah. Well, you should know what you're worth, and as a man, you should know your worth, and you should never settle.
Exactly. That's
never settle. Now, deal is, if you're swinging for the fences, and the year or two and it's dry, it doesn't mean that you can't go to the fucking slumming for a little bit and keep looking for the home run. You know what I mean?
Realistically, you only have to hit one home run. If like you're being realistic, like. The one should be the one.
It depends on who you are.
Granted, I don't know if I believe in the one anymore, but
no, there's really no such thing.
Like with my marriage, I was already set, ready to like be done and have that family and grow, and let's build on that. But then while you're out there doing what you got to do, coming home, supporting,
and that's
something changes.
And that's one thing that I say. I mean, it kind of leads into the idea that the difference in the genders when it comes to relationships, we'll take male. When we're with somebody, even if the fire is kind of dying out, you know what I mean? You've been with them for a year, maybe two.
You try.
Honeymoon period's over.
Yeah, the honeymoon period's over. You're trying to justify reasons to stay. You're saying, well, I'm going to stay because she's a good woman. I'm going to stay. You know what I mean? Even if you're not really, you're finding reasons to stay.
You're trying to find all the good reasons out.
Exactly. You're trying. I mean, as men, that's what we do. We don't leave women that we have relationships. We don't generally. We don't leave
them. I found the broken condom wrapper.
Yeah. Well,
because I'm a dumbass, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if a woman is that, but there's like doing something like that, usually you're not paying attention. There's millions of signs way ahead of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's another thing men have to, we'll talk about later in another show and try to just put things out for men to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. But the point I was trying to get at is we justify as men. If you're with a woman for a year or two, you're not just going to say, and walk off. You're going to try to even if she does a little of this you don't like and a little of that don't like, and it's all just, it never like, it's never smooth sailing. It's always a little controversy. It's always, you're justifying that it's okay. And you'll figure it out. But you flipped it. Women, they're constantly trying to disqualify you. Because they have so many other choices.
Oh, for sure.
They don't have to. They're testing to see if you're the same guy. And the moment you're different, they're like, no, he's not the same guy. I was over here. And they'll start talking to another guy. That's why you ever see the guy that friends or whatever, the guy's like, yeah, we got together and everything was good for like a year. And she kept kind of telling me like, I want you to do this. I want you to change. I want you to do this. And he did. And then 3 months later, the relationship's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he changed. He ain't the same goddamn guy. She got what she said. She was trying to test him the whole damn time. Get him to do it. He kept saying no. She stayed. The moment he changed, she's gone. That's why I'm saying they don't, but in her head, she wanted him to change. I'm not saying they do this on purpose. I believe it's subconscious. I mean, I don't think they nag, they harp, they, do all that just to test to see if you're the same guy. If you tell them, no, stop, I'm not dealing with this anymore, right?
Right.
And you do that for 5 years because of the same complaint, which let's say it's little or nothing, and all of a sudden the next 2 years, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, no, I'm going to try. She gone. You're not the same guy. She's going to split. I still swear that's the way, I mean, I'm telling you, that's the way it is. I mean, it doesn't sound great. I'm not saying women are horrible people. I mean,
no, I know you're not.
A feminine woman is the most sexy, most wonderful thing on this earth.
No, I don't know that mustache.
Oh.
Hey, this stash?
Yeah.
Don't even get me started, pal. This is over a year growing.
A year?
God.
Yeah, dog.
This was last week.
You know what, motherfucker? At least my metabolism.
Okay, first of all,
Oh, here it
First
goes.
of all-
Here it goes. All right, here
first
we
of
go.
all, Sarnt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Stand up fucking parade rest.
I would do that, but I don't know how it'll work with the mic.
So we got, so now we're into a fight that he's got metabolism. But you got testosterone.
Facial hair.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I got a dad bod. I mean, at least I can hold the baby right here. I got a baby carrier right on my stomach. Once again, I'm a built dad in waiting.
like I say, and the deal is Landon, I think you'd be a great father. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I think you would be one of the greatest fathers in the world.
I'm not selling myself short. I would be in a fucking amazing.
You would. And I mean, there's a lot of fucking men I know that should never have kids.
Oh,
I mean,
100%.
You know what I mean? Should never have kids. Landon, on the other hand, the kid would come out well adjusted.
Part 2.
Yeah, let's get this man laid.
Well, he can't even get him to.
Okay, once again, he has seen this with his own eyes. This is not an exaggeration. I struggle even just approaching a woman, but I am. You know what? Honestly, fuck it. I'll tell you what. I'll make a promise to you. And we will probably do a podcast next week because fuck it, you and I have a good rapport right now.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Oh yeah, we're having a good time. I will go talk to a woman this weekend. And you got to hold me to that. You got to hold me.
I will.
Like,
and the deal is like I say, even if you want,
you do that, I get the other guy here.
even if you want, like I say, and the deal is let's because cold approach is a cold approach. All right, Mary, hold on. Here we go. Yeah. Cold approach is a very technical animal. Yeah, it was good.
All right.
But it's a very technical animal. It really is. You can't. We'll have to discuss that, and then we'll make I'll make podcasts about it. There is a technique to it.
Yeah, go. We've been cutting him off and talking over.
Oh yeah, but
I will say,
because you got that fucking mustache.
It's a fucking sexy mustache. You want to ride it?
That is a face-sitting mustache.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I will say, working at a bar helps that cold approach.
It does, and the thing is this, and Landon, I think you're a very social. I know you're very social.
Yep.
With people you're comfortable with.
Yep.
But when you're not comfortable or don't know someone, you are very
timid.
No,
Yeah,
not so much timid. He's hard lines.
I'm guarded.
Yeah, very guarded. But he's very to the point. He won't even look your way.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to know you. He doesn't.
This is, by the way, this is not him like spilling beans or anything. I'm very open and honest with.
No,
this.
it's true. Like I say, if I'm saying something, he'd tell me not to.
Name. Once again, I did not know this guy's name for a year.
Yeah,
Derek.
Yes, got it right.
No, it's John.
Fuck.
Well,
that's on the internet.
I'll be goddamn.
Sure.
But no, it's a deal, and we will. And like I say, that there's a technical thing about it, and you need to know when.
Technical difficulties. Bam.
There is. You need to know when. You need to know what to say, and each person's different. You have to judge that, and be able to be socially aware enough on a drop of a hat.
Yep.
To be able to go do it.
So like he was saying, like you're well guarded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'll go around, be a dumbass, goofy. That's just who I am. That's my personality. Like I'll be at the bar drinking. I'll be everywhere. Like
curious to see if that's like an age thing, because I'm like, 8 years older than you.
Well, I turned 26 on the 4th of May, so I'm
Me,
About 7 years.
I don't give a royal fuck either, and I don't think it has anything to do with age.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
like, I'll go, like,
Honestly, the deal is
You ever had an awkward face?
awkward face. Oh, yeah. No,
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I was like,
God, we're gonna stop.
no, no, we won't. Now we're just doing it on purpose.
I know you guys.
No, like he is trying to like hold his finger. He's giving me the side eye, and I'm just like, Trent, shut the fuck up. Let
No. I'm like, fuck this guy.
It's funny because we started going down this rabbit hole and we still haven't gotten to what you wanted to talk about with me because I'm the new guy, remember?
Oh, I know. We haven't even fucking made it that far yet. We're just like,
I just need to show a week.
we're just fucking bouncing everywhere. But it's, but no, I had an awkward phase. I was like,
Teenage years don't fucking count.
God dang, what was it? I was like, honestly, I think it stopped when I was like 14.
No, everyone has an awkward teenage phase.
No, but since then, I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
I have never.
I think
it lasted.
school?
I think it was like, yeah, I think it was like freshman in high school.
See, that's how I
think
was.
freshman in high school, I was awkward, and then, because I didn't know really how to fit in, and then by the time I was the end of the high school, I didn't give a fuck if I did or not.
So, high school, I was here in Sioux Falls, and I went to Washington my freshman year. Could not fit in at all, even in middle school in Sioux Falls. And then my dad took a job at being a pilot car driver for semis on wheel mill blades. I moved to Minnesota to a really small town. There had 400 people in there, and that's where I.
More specific. There's small towns around here.
Ellsworth, Minnesota.
Oh God,
What?
It's like what?
Ellsworth, Minnesota.
30 people?
Yeah.
There's 400 people on the.
My town looks big in comparison. But anyway.
But like, as soon as I got there, everyone was welcoming. You know, you don't got those groups like in these big schools. Like,
Well, yeah, because they only had one group, enough people for one. That's it. You're part of it. That's
I
it.
graduated with 12 students.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys wanted cliques, what are they going to be, like two people
I got
apiece?
a dark joke, and I am holding it back for dear life. I am holding it. I am.
But we got, but yeah, it's, you know, it's, I don't know. Like I say, I was self-conscious, I guess you could say. You know, that was me. It was self-conscious, and that's what made me awkward because I was afraid what people thought.
Right.
Okay.
For like 9 months.
No, I was about to go off of that.
Yeah. I was like for 9 months. That's what. And then since I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't. I mean, I am who I am. And if people can't figure it out, yeah, there was things I needed to work on. You know, I needed to be better at.
Right.
But I figured it out.
Right.
And
like,
yeah, now I become what I become, you know?
Right. You worked on those things. And like when I was in high school, I weighed, what did I weigh? I was like 110 pounds.
Yep.
Like I was a skinny kid.
Okay. I was about to say, like, did you consider that fat?
No, fuck no. I was
also a skinny kid. I have
like,
pictures to prove that, by the way.
But no, like it was
right here on the phone.
Not anymore.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Sorry. Doing that.
But like in my freshman year, I ended up getting to 120, and I was like, damn, getting bones, you know. But now I'm 175, and I don't even look it. But it's one of those things. It's like you're self-conscious about yourself because you see all these football players in high school, and they're just fucking massive. And it's like me with my high metabolism back in high school. I still somewhat have it, but I was able to start building, you know, working myself into what I wanted.
Yep.
As soon as I hit my senior year, I was 150 because I was in the gym every day, you know, playing football, playing sports. I would have never, if I would have stayed in Sioux Falls, I would have never done all that.
I think it's like I say, the deal is that some people get self-conscious and worried about what people might think of them, or a woman might not like them.
Right.
But you don't even fucking know her. She don't like you now.
Yeah, they don't even know you as well. It's
so
like,
I mean, the deal. I mean, this is honestly the way I thought about it way back then. That's still the way I think about it now. There's a woman that I find attractive. I'm going to go talk to her, because if I don't, does she like me? No, she don't even fucking know me. So if I go talk to her and she don't like me, what'd I lose?
I mean, for me
Nothing.
right now, I guess the calculus is the fear of rejection worse than the fear of being alone? Right
Rejection's
now, the fear
a
of being
good thing.
I agree, but right now the fear of being alone is less than the fear of rejection. Like, there's an old saying: the worst thing she could say is no. Bullshit. The worst she can do is call 911.
Yeah, well, there's
For no fucking reason.
Okay, we're gonna before you do this cold approach thing, if you're talking about like calling the cops, we're gonna have to have talk about.
Obviously,
we're gonna put limits. We're gonna put limits, and we're gonna put standards,
what I said,
and make sure
Let's take a
things.
step back, gentlemen. You're already trying to get into the next podcast.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking a week later. Let's calm down here.
Where you actually talk.
I know.
Well, he does talk.
I know.
I didn't know what his voice sounded like until now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like that.
Hey, don't be talking like that. Remember, you had a pastor fucking.
Let me get this shit real low.
Yeah, remember he had the pastor and all
I know.
By the way, this
He got
guy
sexy.
absolutely could freaking tap you out. Like this, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm
you make
sure
all
he
these-
made him tap out quite a lot.
Oh, see, if you're listening to this for some reason, just know you didn't fail. Some guys failed these two.
Oh,
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
fuck me!
I'm sure you got a
Oh,
lot of
that's
Jesus
fucking
in you.
hilarious, man.
Oh man, hell.
We all right.
We
We good. We good. We good.
Another fucking zinger.
Zing!
And you're going to a bad retirement home. If I
Oh, I know.
Well, wait, no, the bad retirement's the bad retirement for you would be like they actually take care of you.
My kids have already freaking quote killed me off.
Don't worry, I'll come bust you out.
You're damn right.
No, like once again,
Just make sure my kids don't take my Camaro keys. It's just like make sure you take it from them. Fuck that guy.
That shit'll be going right next to the GTO.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, I know if I send you to your good one, you're still gonna get like touched and stuff every once in a while.
Well, knowing him, he's gonna like getting touched.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's the problem. I have to send him to one where he'll
He's
actually
gonna
get
be
taken care of.
the
well.
guy in the
That
hall
would be the
jerking
punishment.
off.
With the whole gold approach thing, and like I say, you can say and do anything you'd like to a certain extent. I mean, obviously, there's you don't cross certain lines. I mean, you know what I mean? We'll keep it legal. But and it's all about. I mean, if you don't get rejected as a man, you always have that back in your head. You have a fear of it.
Mhm.
Once you get rejected, I mean, and trust me, even the best guys, like you think about all these guys that are out, these players, that are out just killing it, and this is what they do basically for a living, and they're the greatest. They still only close about 10%.
I just had a breakthrough. I'm a victim of my own success.
Huh?
There used to be a time where I never struck out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like I'm like no, legitimately. When I was in Germany, I didn't really ever get rejected.
Oh, Germans, dog.
But yeah, once again, they're all
in high school, I used to date a foreign exchange student that was from Germany.
oh yeah,
And I always say, the one that got away.
yeah.
dudes. Get a German woman.
They can drink, and they are fucking amazing.
To the future misses, by the way, unless you're German, I totally don't mean it.
But I got a real strong passion for Asian chicks.
Oh, dude, I tell you what, there's
There's nothing wrong with some General's chicken, all right?
Oh yeah,
Are you telling me?
I want.
Some teriyaki.
Yeah, damn right. I mean, there's nothing. I really do.
Some sticky rice and a bowl of. Oh,
I give you some sticky rice.
Sticky rice?
Give you some sticky rice.
my ex-wife is Vietnamese, by the way.
Yeah. So we probably shouldn't even bring up the sushi part in this. Well, anyway, go ahead. So we just.
But I'm
be so
open.
great.
Like I've dated everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an equal opportunity offender.
I'm an equal opportunity motherfucker.
Yep. I offend all of them one time or another.
I feel like I should. See, that's going to be the thing. Like, I date one black chick, and that's going to be the one.
Hey, nothing wrong.
Well,
with
No, nothing wrong with it. I'm not. Hey, honey, if you out there, what's up?
Like I say, that there's I don't. I'm not against dating any race.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? I got, there's three in the rotation now, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Jesus, I don't even know how to keep one woman happy.
Well, that's the deal. Is you get to a point in your life where you don't have to keep the woman happy; she's happy to keep you happy.
And that's one of the things. Like, you can't keep one in the rotation. I don't even try to keep them in the rotation. If they want to come, they're gonna come.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, they're gone.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even try to put myself out there, but so many people know me from working at the bar.
Yeah, but
They're gonna.
you, and like even though with all the mustache comments, there's a little bit to be said about your appearance, as opposed to
There is, but
please don't fucking cut the camera there.
I was just about ready to hit it. I was close.
You should.
I was close.
Man, you want to know something? You cut to the camera when I'm even going anywhere near my stomach, you're gonna get one of those. Now the camera's there. That's on the internet forever.
Yes. So the deal is when it comes to dating and being and getting rejected, I think it's a good thing. People need to do that early, because then you start figuring out why. And then you start, well, what do I have to be? What do they want? Right. Well, you got to figure out what women actually want.
Well, then you're contradicting yourself, because you said, then you're going to change yourself to what they want.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't say change yourself.
But that's more to change yourself.
I didn't say change yourself. I said figure out what they want.
Right. But then you're going to act.
No, that's not changing yourself. That's putting on a facade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, all right.
And then
you're not going to have
the deal is
facade on for the right one.
The deal is if you walk over and okay, all right, if you walk over to a woman, let's say just women are talking, right? Just women, and there's no men around, and it's completely private, and nobody can say anything after, right? They'll, if they were just talking, they would say, you think they would say, oh, I hate rich guys. Bullshit. They'd be like, what do you want to date? I want to date a fucking guy that's got some money. I want to date a guy that's fucking confident in himself. I want him to fucking guide me. I want him to fucking protect me. I want him to support me. They got a million fucking things they want, right? Now, if they're out with their friends and guys and stuff all around, oh no, I want a nice guy. Fucking bullshit. So you got to learn and know what they want, right? So I didn't say you have to be what they want. You have to just be what they want long enough to let them see you, and they want to be with you. It's a hard thing. Like, put it this way, and like we don't lie to women, do we? So when you walk up to a woman, you walk up to her and say, I would love to be with you the rest of my life.
That's a goddamn lie.
No, because you walk over and you look at them. If you're being honest, you'd be like, I want to bang you. And how many times are you going to get a yes?
Probably more than the guy who's wanting a relationship, which is probably why I strike out more.
No, the deal. If you're honest with women, you walk up to every woman. I mean, because that's what we want. I mean, honestly, that's really what we want. I mean, when we first see a woman, we wouldn't.
We don't sit there and think, oh, I'm going to spend my. No, I want to bang you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing. So we don't walk up and say that, because every woman, because 99.9% of women would be like, I walk away.
Yeah, there's better ways.
Because that's not what they want. So you need to walk up, know what they want, be able to articulate that, while also articulating who you are and giving them what they really want, and let him see it.
Right.
Then you got him. It's yeah. And women, they have that hard job of standing there.
I mean, you got to show some tits.
Not even.
Tits or ass, by the way.
Not even.
I love both. It's terrible. But I do love watching butts jiggle. But I also like watching boobs jiggle.
Yeah, it's such a.
I mean, honestly, the I don't know, sexiest part of a woman to me, is her midsection. I don't know why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like, the lower, and I like, but honestly, other than it's pure sexual, I mean, you're talking overall, the sexiest part of a woman, her midsection. I don't know why. It just is.
Okay, discounting tits and ass, I think I would actually say that my favorite part of a woman is probably the face. Like, you can, to a certain extent, make up for some body problems.
But you never really know what they look like.
If I had the body of him in my face right now, I know I'd probably be slaying every weekend.
Nah, because women don't lay the same.
I know my chances would be better.
I just wish I could grow a fucking beard. I just get this fucking chin pubes.
What is it?
You can have puberty. You can like that's the thing is men think that and women too. They think that dating attraction is symmetrical, and it's not.
It's not.
I mean, us, we really only look for three things. I mean, really, if we want to take you serious on a date, or even bang, whatever, you only have to give us three things. That's all we look for. Now, women look for like 15, right? So when we look for three, the three are each are worth 33%. So if you fuck up one, that's a big percentage. That's a third. Right. Now, women got 12, 15. So if you fuck up one, that's like 7%. The rest other things can make up for it. Us, is she ugly? I mean, is she homely? She's fucked. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? She fucked. Now, a guy that's kind of ugly, I don't know. Does he own his own business? Is he worth $10 million? Very confident in himself? Is he jet set lifestyle? All of a sudden, don't matter what he looked like. We can make up for in different ways. I don't
disagree with you. I mean,
where's along for the ride?
Just along for the ride. Same with the pastor with him.
I know.
What? I'm sorry, I spaced out there for like the quarter of a second to the whatever fucking snide ass remark that you just had.
I don't know. Did we say anything?
Yeah. You do realize I'm gonna watch this later, right?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You get a text.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Kool-Aid. So, all right, we better get the hell out of here anyway.
Yeah, I was because we gotta work in the morning.
Well, you don't work. You.
The real men talking after work. All right.
Wow.
I mean,
look at those brand new boots.
Exactly, and it'll be them buggers will be that way. They won't have any dirt on them for the next 6 months. But all right, we'll get out of here. Thanks for having, for John. Thank you for being on and telling us all your, interesting stuff that we never really got to.
Yeah,
because we kept cutting you off.
Like,
we didn't give a fuck.
You're gonna do a part two.
Yeah, we have to do.
I think you're just gonna have him on by himself.
But we'll have you back on. You're gonna. It's gonna be a little while before you split permanently. And then so we'll get you on in between.
Easy peasy.
And all that stuff. And then Landon,
you're stuck with me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I can't get that fucking pastor thing out of my head. I just can't do it. I don't know why.
I don't think you can get the pastor.
I think that's gonna be. I was like, I'm gonna be fucking scarred. Fucking. I mean, it's
See,
stuck.
like I've been thinking about my like nickname over the radio at work, and I'm just like, I thought it was gonna be Mr. Clean because duh, but well, I know I'm not fit enough to be Mr. Clean. Jesus. But now I have this feeling like it's gonna be something youth pastor related.
Oh.
Wait till we tell
Why the
Brad.
fuck did I?
Wait till Brad sees this. Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, buddy, if you do, get I'm dragging you down here, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, then we just go ass face.
Yeah, there we go.
I call him topographical. Fucking Christ, I can't English this one. Topographical map of Utah looking head ass.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm not going to do that over the radio. Like, that is way too long.
You could. Well, no, probably not.
Yeah,
they get angry.
Typos. You know that.
They get angry. But all right, thanks, Landon. Thank you, John.
No problem.
But hope you guys at least were entertained. We probably didn't learn a fucking thing, but you'll understand just how fucked up and stupid half we are most of the time. And now you realize that when you're fucked up, it's normal. Doesn't matter because it's the way everybody is. But we're definitely gonna have to get you to like and subscribe because I mean, look how fucking sad he looks.
I'm very sad.
See, there you go.
I'm
And
also
he's like fucking subscribe just because
if you don't
they
shoot
want to make
Big
fun of
Red,
me.
then fuck you.
Yeah, big.
That's the thumbnail, by the way. Right there. The fucking point at the finger thing with that fucking face. You just got my fucking vote, sir.
Yeah, Big Red.
Chew it.
Oof, you know. Anyway, is that what the past? Anyway, no.
That's whatever.
Talking about Big Red. Pastor
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah, so it's called Big Red. What's that feel like?
You ever meet the devil's son?
You ever dance with?
Like,
a
I wish you would
boy?
just have shaved your mustache a little bit more so you, like, I could make a Hitler stash.
It's always next episode.
Or,
Yeah,
sorry,
right.
little mustache man stash.
That way,
That'd have been retarded to say.
okay.
We can say that. We can say that, but we can't say
We can
Unalive?
say that, yeah, but we can't. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can't say. It's YouTube, so we just gotta like,
great.
yeah, YouTube freedom. But anyway, but we're gonna get out of here. I do thank them both, and I hope you guys were at least entertained. Seneca, I mean, we have some bad conversations. It's probably half this shit we shouldn't have said, but
We went there.
yeah, we always go there. But like and subscribe, and stick with the channel. It's gonna get better. We got a lot of different people coming on, and a lot of the people we have is gonna be more relaxed and have a lot more fun. So till then, I'm out.